Hello everyone and welcome to character design day 28. Today we don't have a monster girl redesign, but just a normal character redesign. Now on Toy House, I posted a post that basically said if anyone had any unwanted characters, I would take them and I would use them for my redesign content on YouTube. This character was submitted by Fairy Dog, so thank you. They are on Toy House, you can go check them out. But if you're interested in sending unwanted characters that you have for redesigns, I actually have a raffle opened up on my Toy House. I'll put this at the top of the description. You can send in a character you don't want and be entered into a raffle to win this YCH. I'm gonna try and do these every so often. I post raffles on my shop account fairly often, so if you're interested in getting some like YCHs for free, go follow me there. Now this is the character we were working with. I think this character is pretty good. It stands pretty well in its own. There was no full body picture work off, it was just this bust. This character is very digestible. It's not like overwhelming, it's not an eyesore. Even with that like rainbow color, I think it still works pretty well. Now, I started off sketching the face shape because I wanted it to be fairly kind of similar to the original. I don't know if I kept to that perfectly, but I just started off sketching the face shape and I knew we needed some bold eye look to kind of dim down the rainbow in the hair. I knew I was going to keep the rainbow in the hair, and having thick eyelashes that are black is going to help balance it. So we have like some bold colors in the hair and then some really solid black colors in the eyes. I also, in the original, her eyebrows are like transparent, like you can't see them, but you can see the outline. I wanted to make sure her eyebrows were black to have the same effect. And I sketched the body type I liked, keeping her relatively skinny, not chubby in any way. Need to make sure I have plenty of body types on my character list, so this is definitely a good character to have. I started having the idea of like the big fluffy fur and then maybe having feathers around it, but the feathers, I think that's just tacky, so I got rid of it. I thought about giving her a little hair piece with feathers in it, also looked tacky, so I got rid of it. But I did keep that coat and I put it on her shoulders, and then it kind of wraps around her body, covers her chest, and then ends up going into a tail. After sketching, I was on to lining. Didn't take me too long to sketch the concept that I liked, and line art was pretty fun and easy. I actually tried to keep the hair kind of same to the original. Now my one critique is I actually really like the hair shape of the original. I think I kind of overdid it with my style. When I draw hair, I often like exaggerate it, and I still think I kind of exaggerated it too much. I think it should have been more straight and down. So if I had one critique, maybe try and change it to be dramatic in the sense that it's straight, not in the sense it puffs out. Do you know what I mean? I mean, it looks fine, but that's my nitpicking. Because I really liked the original. I think it's really cool. And when I was on the lining, I had to fix up some of my sketches to make them just look a bit cleaner. That way I can make sure the line art was good. So you can see me fixing the arm and make sure I have a clear understanding of how I want the fur coat. I also tried using a different fur technique. That's what was nice about this, is I kind of learned a new fur texture. It's kind of, when I draw fur, I typically draw like, how do I explain this? I draw the fur pieces thick. And in the fur texture you see on the screen, there's like sections where it's like circular and gives more of a spiky look. But that was fun. I really enjoyed learning a new fur texture for me to do. So I cleaned up my sketch, which was necessary because I wanted to make sure the line art for this was as good as I can get, and I really struggled with the arm in the back, so I ended up just tucking it behind her because out of sight, out of mind. Then I was back to lining again. Now, something I added that wasn't on the original, well, I mean, kind of. She had pearls on her neck on the original, and I wanted to keep that, so I added like a gold necklace around her neck with a gem. I ended up adding a gem onto that, and then some gold beads that connect on her underwear, around her thighs, and then on her wrists. Now, something I tried to keep that was in the original is that pearl necklace. I did not keep them pearls, I changed them to gold beads, but I wanted to try and keep that the best I could. So I put it around the neck, and I put it on the underwear connecting in the front, and then it goes around her thigh and then connects in the back. And I also gave her a bracelet, which is on both sides, but you can't see. But, you know, I think it adds something. I guess it would look fine without. Maybe it's something that would be better left out, but I kind of like it, so I kept it. I did end up adding a gem on the necklace because I felt like it was missing something there. And for the arms, I added bands because I eventually wanted to add fishnet along the arms because the original had mesh. Now for the shoes, I wanted to do boots, so that's why I'm adding the fur puffs at the top, because those will act like fur puffs on boots. You know what I mean? And then once I was drawing the coat, I had the idea of giving her like cat ears that connect to the coat and then adding a tail onto it. That way she kind of has a theme or another aspect to her. It's like fox. And I think that's kind of more interesting. I don't know. I think I could have drawn the ears a little better. They're a little like off in symmetry. But considering I added it last minute, it's fine. I'm fine with that. And I also added that tail where the coat ends up meeting. And I think that's very cool. And since I wanted to sell this like fox theme, I added like lines on the boots to make it look like little toes. I don't know, I think that's cute. And then after I was done with lining, I was on to coloring. And oh my goodness, that took a while. Now something about rainbow is like, since there's so many colors, it takes a while to balance it out and just figure out how you want to do it. So I was like, oh, I'll just block in the eyes first, the eye whites, because I'm like, of course that's going to be easy, it's eye whites. And then I was like, no, of course it couldn't be that easy. And trying to figure out the shade of skin tones I wanted, like where I wanted to be mesh, I was like, should I put mesh on her stomach? Should I put mesh on the legs? I'm like, oh my goodness gracious, it was just a mess. So you can see like my first efforts in trying to figure out what I wanted to do. Now you can see me making the beads gold. I kept that. I actually turned the eyes gold as well, which I think was perfect. Was the best decision I could do. And I start adding colors onto the fur and hair. Obviously I started putting down that red, then popped the orange on it. And I'm just trying to make it kind of blend together without, it's not like blending together, but it's stacking them on top of each other and making it look not stupid. And if you notice, her hair actually isn't really rainbow. I just skipped yellow because since the beads were the beads were gold, I didn't want to put yellow in the hair and just put too much of one color. And I think that really helped the design. Now, something that I actually don't want to keep that is in this is the 3 dots on the cheeks. I don't know why I added those. Maybe it was just to match the beads everywhere else, but I shouldn't have kept it. It was silly. But after that, I added the other brown color onto the coat, made it all fluffy, and then I added it to the boots. After that, I added that gem that I mentioned earlier because it was really just missing something in that middle section because it was just too much fur, too much of that brown in one color. Then I was just contemplating the skin and the mesh because it just wasn't looking good, and then I thought maybe I'll give her like a bold lip color. So I played around with concepts. And then I put lines in the mesh to give it a fun texture or fun pattern, which I think looks great. I tried having the legs have full mesh or full fishnet, but it did not look good. And I eventually chopped it off and made it cut at the thigh, which honestly made it look a lot better. It gave it just some space to have that skin color and break up just the chaos. But even then, she might look better without the fishnet. Who's to say? But I kept it. Then I play around the lip color more. I'm like, maybe I should give her a bold lip. And I just could not decide. Then I played around with the eyes. Now, I will say a nice thing about this character is, even though, like, I'm not sure if this is, like, her final concept, she is definitely, like, a character, like, a fashion icon. So she would probably wear many outfits, and you could probably change her and still keep the original concept, and it would still be fine. Do you know what I mean? Like, her hair is just so recognizable that you could just stick her about any outfit and be like, oh, that's the same character. because she's just got such recognizable features. That's really nice to have in a character. And since the original had a second version with like more pastel colors, I figured I'd go ahead and do that. Do I think it's perfect? No, but do I think it's fun? Yeah, I do. I do think it's fun. It actually took me a while to balance out the colors, and I actually had to scrap my first attempt and redo it. I just wanted to make sure it was perfect, and I think I had originally made the pastels too pastel. But in the end, you know, I eventually got there. I do like the fact that she has 2 versions, even if one is better, and I think the first one's better. I think it's fun to have variety. And that's pretty much it. I really like this character. Thank you to Fairy Dog for sending her in. She is very treasured, and she's a beautiful girl. And yeah, I'm just very happy to have her. I don't have too many I don't have too many rainbow characters. That might be a lie. I'm not sure. I can't. But this girl is so fun. I don't know why, but she's giving like Pokemon gym leader. Does anyone else get that feeling? I don't know why. Maybe it's like the Fennekin ears that are just like screaming to me. But I'm very blessed to have her. And thank you. Thank you for watching. Let me know if you have any critiques, comments, anything about this character. Now, if you want to hear another opinion, you can stay tuned for Chrissy Corner. She'll give us her opinion. Thank you. Alright, are you ready for this next one?
Yeah.
This is a redesign, so it's not a monster girl.
You can hear me while I'm at microphone, right?
What did you say to me?
I said you can hear me well on my microphone because I'm kind of looking away from it. Okay. I just
no, you're fine. Sure. You're fine. I'm honestly concerned that the audio might be too loud, but I don't want to check.
That's so valid.
All right, this character.
Oh.
What do you think? What do you think?
I like it. I think this is good.
Good. Do you think it's an improvement from the original design?
Oh, that's hard. Because I really like just how straight the hair is.
That's true. I guess that, yeah. No, that's fair. I do like
almost like covering the eyes. Honestly, I would have considered giving her no eyebrows.
Really?
Yeah, because it helps just give that look of focus on the hair.
I don't know. I feel like she just looked like she's glaring at people all of the time if she didn't have eyebrows.
See, if I would have done it, I would have made it so the bangs rest on the eyelids and then move the bangs as if they were eyebrows. That's how I would have done it. Like not that this is bad. Like I would just like play around.
Yeah,
with that
that's fair. I think that also it kind of leans to more your style because like I don't think I could do that with how expressive I draw with characters with eyebrows.
That's true.
Yeah, like, because I'll draw, like, eyebrows, like, off of the face. You know what I mean? That's fair. Would you like the outfit? Is there anything you change besides the hair?
I think the, like, yellow beads are really tacky.
Really?
Like, yeah, like, really tacky. I don't hate them. I'm like, is that what this character would wear? Yeah, I think it's cute.
Well, that's good.
I'd probably come up with a different
No, you 100%.
idea.
Yeah, you would. I like the idea of this, like, fur coat.
I think it's cute. I probably wouldn't have added the, like, the hashing on the, like, fishnet. I would have just done straight solid color.
See, I did the solid color. I didn't think it looked good, so, I mean.
Yeah, I like it. I think that's really all. I think the freckles on the face is adding nothing.
I agree to that.
Like,
I
other
don't know why I
than
kept
it matches the beads.
I agree. Looking back at that, I think that's something definitely probably take away. What would you rate this character?
Doesn't really pique my interest that much.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought like you'd like
like
this
an
character.
8.
That's like
well,
that's a little high.
Oh really?
I thought for piquing your interest, I feel like that's.
Well, I feel bad if I give her anything lower.
Well, this is honesty, not.
Okay, well, give her a 7.
Okay.
Because like I would have like made her like way more glamorous. Like I would have given her like just like a solid, like
yeah, you would have given her
off
like
the shoulder dress.
You would have given her like a singer on stage kind of dress.
Yeah, I would have given like more
See, I already know
vintage,
I already know what you would have designed. I know.
Yeah.
That's fair. So you gave her a 7 out of 10?
I take it back. I give her a 6. It just keeps
See,
going down.
I knew you were giving her too high.
Yeah, I'll give her a 6. It's okay. Also, I wouldn't have changed the rainbow colors on like the pastel blue one. I kind of feel like that's just unnecessary.
I just wanted it to be something different, you know?
Yeah.
Just wanted her to have a fun alternate color palette, which honestly, I'm not sure if it works. So that's fair.
Like, if you were gonna change the like rainbow, just give her a whole different color scheme in her outfits. Like, make her if she's a rainbow hair, it's probably a wig. So just come up with like something different.
Yeah, no, you're right. That's fair. Well, thank you for joining Chrissy's Corner.
Yes.
Anyway, that's it. Thank you for watching. If you are interested in supporting me, you can go to the description where you can find my Ko-fi. You can send me a coffee, buy a YCH, buy an adopt, or become a member. If you want to discuss fan art, animation, Toy House, you can go to the description. There you will see my card.co. If you click that, you will see a Discord icon. You can just click that and it will take you directly to my account. You don't even need to type in my username. It's like magic. Thank you for watching. I love you. I'm trying my best. Bye. Alright, next, Chrissy's Corner.
Next. Thank you. Next. Thank you. Next. Thank you. Are you still recording?
Maybe.
Well, I was gonna be like, can I shamelessly plug my own channel, or is that like...
You can do what you want.
I love that. Go look at McKean Twins on YouTube. Thanks.
I'm gonna edit it out.
No!